Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about Swatch. Swatch and Jeremy Scott, of course, because in combination with Swatch, there can only be Jeremy Scott. And I know that the collection that he made for Swatch, actually he made two collections for Swatch. It's been quite a while. I never really got to reviewing or showcasing them for you guys, but I finally dug them out from the deepest, furthest places of my kind of archive. So, I do not have the entire collection, both entire collections. I have just kind of, back in the day, that was 2011. So I think it was spring, summer 2011, and then fall, winter 2011, 12, or spring, summer 11, spring, summer 12, the two collections that he made for Swatch. So it's been quite a while. Back then I didn't purchase all of them. I just kind of selected the ones I like the most, and believe it or not, the wing one was not one of those I liked the most. But anyway, let's get straight to it. You probably know I often wear this in my reviews, and whenever I do my vlogs or whenever I'm out and about, I wear the X-Ray Vision Swatch watch. This one is from the second collection, but I'll get to it in a minute. Let's start with the first collection. March 2011 was the release date, more or less, or April. So we had the white winged one, which I don't have here, and then we have this one, which is called, I don't know how. But anyway, it has a frame, typical Jeremy Scott style, which he used for his own main line. This is how they are or were packaged. Pretty big, and you open it. This one hasn't been used. I do have another one, believe it or not, that I use, but this one still has its original plastic, and that's the way I want it to stay, if possible. And it has this frame, which is just attached to the back side of the watch, and it has the Jeremy Scott logo there. These black little bits are printed on top of the gold, so they're kind of, it's risky. They might break off as you use the watch. This gold is also just painted on very loosely, I might add, and you could see in the back, it's not the best production. It looks like it's something made in China. You have to be very careful when you wear it, because as you wear it, this could just pop off. The frame could just pop off. It happened to me in the one that I actually wear quite often, so it's a beautiful display of an item, but you have to be very, very, very careful when you wear it that you don't lose the actual frame. But as you can see, the frame is very thick. Let's quickly calculate the length of this little baby, shall we? 25.5 centimeters in length. And yeah, the battery's dead. I have to change the battery, so it's been quite a while, which also means that more or less the battery dies out after, I think, a year or two that you're using it. So that would be the Jeremy Opulence. I think Opulence was the title of his collection, for his own collection, where he used the frames and the golden clocks and everything in his own collection back in 2000 something. Then we move on to the Flash one, which is the most popular of the first collection, or the most famous one, in the shape of a light bulb, I'm losing it. It's not a light bulb, it's a flash. It's a flashlight, or a light flash, or a flashlight, or I don't know, something superhero-y-ish. I also purchased, because I do have this one to wear as well, and at a certain point they even went on sale because they weren't really selling. I don't understand how that's possible, but the one that I have, this little lightning flash thingamajiggy broke on the side, and Swatch, I don't know for how many years after the collection is made, still have the belts available, so you could repurchase those in case they break. So I purchased an extra one for this baby. Oh, I had to sneeze. Sorry, guys. You know, as spring comes along, my allergies come along with it, unfortunately. Ooh, dizzy. Yes, this was, or is, the most famous one of the first three. Actually, it probably is the most famous one of the first and second season or collection. And you could see the dials, how do you call these little things? The hands of the watch are also in the shape of little lightning bulbs thingies. Bulbs? Why do I keep saying bulbs? Bolts. Bulbs, there you go. Oh my god, my head is dead. No brain, I'm brain dead, guys. Then we move on to the second collection, which happened half a year later. The second collection was bigger. It had, let me think, 3, 4, I think 5. But again, I didn't purchase all of them. Let me just check this out. Because, yes, it had 5 swatches. Now, of the second collection, I did not purchase all 5. I purchased 4. The 5th being a very long, kind of leopardy, yellow with leopard prints watch or swatch with an extremely long belt that you could twirl twice or 3 times around your wrist. Instead, I opted for the X-ray Vision, which came packaged like this. Reminiscent of novelty X-ray sunglasses from the 60s or 50s even. And this particular swatch is also reminiscent of Jeremy Scott for Linda Farrow sunglasses, which were made, if not the same season, then 1 season earlier, which were literally novelty sunglasses. You have the twirly red and white on both sides, and it says X-ray Vision, just like the swatch also kind of shows. So the package states here Jeremy Scott for swatch, X-ray Vision. You have the little sunglass interpretation, and what you do is you literally just slide this baby out of its box like that. So that's a kind of innovative and new package compared to what it used to be, compared to the plastic ones we've just seen. And due to the fact that this swatch has 2 watches, the belts are automatically shorter because of the space you lose by using the double watch here. So that's a kind of a rarity or particularity of the belt of this particular swatch. They used to retail for around €45, except this one was a bit more. This one was €75, says in the back. There you go. Then Jeremy wanted to repeat the concept of the falling off frame for whatever reason. And this time he used the silver frame and he framed himself. That's Jeremy's face, which is also the same print we usually see in many, or on many tongues of many Jeremy Scott for Adidas sneakers. So that is Jeremy's face. It's a silver frame this time. When we open it up, again, it's a very cheap paint job. As you could see, they went from silver to black, and it's not the best paint job ever, but whatever. We have the Jeremy Scott logo this time, very pop and very clearly visible in the front. And then we have Jeremy, and you can take the frame off. If you take the frame off, you also, well, the thing is this. This frame, once you take it off, the Jeremy head still stays on the watch because the Jeremy head is printed on the watch, I think. Yes, it is. Which means that the Jeremy head is actually hiding the hours. So you have to kind of more or less figure out what time it is using this watch because Jeremy's face is hiding the time. Which, if you're a party person, a party animal, is actually perfect for you because time doesn't mean anything, right? It's just an aesthetical choice. I would love to personally live in a space without any time whatsoever. So I guess Swatch would run out of business unless they don't start making more accessories and bracelets. And if I see this as a bracelet, I actually do envision these pieces more as bracelets. In that case, swatches are perfectly fine for use. Now, this one doesn't seem to be able to close again. No, it does. There you go. So that's that one. Moving on. This is, believe it or not, one of my favorites. I know it's very simple in a way. Actually, it's extremely simple. It almost doesn't even look like a Jeremy Scott swatch. And if you purchase it and not know that this is a Jeremy Scott watch, you won't even know it is a Jeremy Scott watch because there's no logo on it. It's called Melting Time or something similar. This one was also €45, but I got it on clearance at a certain point for like 20 or not even. It's transparent. It comes in a bit of a thinner box than the other ones do. So you could see What am I doing here? There you go. This is comparison in size of the boxes and in comparison the thickness. So you could see this one is much thinner, it comes in a thinner, smaller box. And if we take it out of its little package, it's very beautiful. It's clear. Now, it didn't change color yet, meaning this it always has been this light yellowy, bubbly tone. You can see my eyeball. Totally morphed. Hello, I am the... Where am I? I am the alien coming for you. It's transparent. You could see the inside of the swatch as well. And it almost looks like water and melting time because even the time on top has been melted and it's shifting away and disappearing slowly but surely. There you have it. Jeremy played a lot with this concept of melting time and disappearing time, which is an interesting concept, or interesting to know in relationship to him, because, what can I say? It means a lot about the artist that is creating time or a watch. I love the abstract eye. Yeah, that's perfection, everybody. Anyway, moving on. Now I'm going to show you the most rare and special of the second season or second collection for from Jeremy for Swatch, which was a limited edition piece. It's humongous. It's called Hypnotic Heart, I would say, and it's a numbered piece. Jeremy Scott for Swatch. This is the biggest, most important piece. These were numbered. 777 were made worldwide. This is number 627 of 777. Let's open it up, shall we? You take the lid off, and it has a beautiful package. The package is actually, you know, more expensive than the actual watch, I would say. Again, you have your Jeremy Scott for Swatch insignia and logo, which the front of the box opens up like this, and then you have the lid right over here. I'm gonna have to put this down for a second because I haven't opened this up in a long time, just to be sure I'm doing this correctly. It's so big, guys. Okay, so you see the back of the box has its little hinges, or whatever you want to call those. The bottom of the box has velvet or some sort of velvety material. And that's the front, and when we open it, that's what we get inside. Okay, let me turn this as much as possible. This is a black heart. Again, with this twirl feel of losing kind of concept in space and time, but also reminiscent of the X-ray glasses, but mostly reminiscent of Alice in Wonderland. Now let me try to take this baby out of its box. It's so hard, guys. I'm trying to get everything out to show you how this thing works, but it's not that easy because of the stand doesn't want to come out. Come on. Oh my God, it's not coming out. It's just this little thing. Now I wanted to show you this piece here. This is the plastic or plexiglass stand for the actual swatch, which you can position and have it stand like that in your room. Or, as Jeremy photographed it himself, you could wear it around the neck as a necklace. Like that. And then you put it around your neck. Here you can unscrew the back, and the swatch itself is also numbered. There you have it. 627 of 777, Jeremy Scott logo, signature in the back, and you have the front with the twirling time. Hypnotic Heart, that's the name of this little piece. It's a great piece, but pretty pricey, and it was really hard to hunt down because it arrived very, very late. It arrived like almost 4 months after the collection was released, and they played it very safe. They were very like, yeah, there's a waiting list for it, you probably won't be able to get it, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. At the end of the day, I got phone calls from 4 different Swatch boutiques. They all wanted to sell it. It was, after it arrived, it was there for like half a year sitting around. Nobody really purchased it. So it wasn't such a huge success as they kind of made it out to be, or tried to make it out to be. But anyway, guys, so I hope you liked this review, a little insight into the world of Jeremy Scott swatches. This was my collection, and a little bit of a kind of revisitation of what he did for Swatch. Since 2011 or 12, no further collaborations with Jeremy and Swatch happened. So it's a very limited capsule kind of fashion statement locked in time, if you want. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and give me a thumbs up on this video if you liked it, and leave me comments in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Love you. Bye. Swatch Hypnotic Heart User Manual. Another little snippet. Look at the complications of how to use it. Actually, it's pretty simple. Is it? No, not really. Crazy! Okay, it's not like I'm ever going to use it anyway.